Alright, so I'm back for Black Ink Crew Chicago season 3, and I believe this is episode 14. Let's talk about Ashley first. So Ashley, she's, back in Chicago. She has her brother there to help her out since, Don is in Cabo with the gang and everything, and she worrying him to death, plucking his nerves and everything, and she's concerned because the baby hasn't moved in, like 8 hours or whatever, and she was like, when she was pregnant with DJ, you know what I'm saying? He used to move all the time, this, that, and the third. So she's worried. She was trying to call Don. Don wasn't answering. She's getting pissed off. And that pretty much, was that with her. So the episode actually starts off with where we picked up from, last week with Nikki and Velvet trying to cut each other's heads off. And, Cobra still trying to grab Velvet to get her to stop. And, Nikki telling Cobra, she like, no, let her go. Let her go. And Cobra takes Cobra takes Velvet outside and lets her know, like, look, I just made up with these motherfuckers. I can't be having you, trying to fight motherfuckers and shit, and it's, it's gonna be a bad reflection on me. So she's asking Velvet to apologize to them or whatever. So she goes and apologizes to everybody, but she wants to know why Nikki felt disrespected. And Nikki said, all I said was, just move your ass to the side. You know what I'm saying? And Velvet is like, okay, but you was saying that like I was on his dick, this, that, and the third. And Nikki is like, you was. You know what I'm saying? So they start arguing again and everything. Nikki throws water, and Velvet is trying to hit her again and all this other stuff. They take Velvet out or whatever, or take her out. They take her somewhere or whatever, and I'm just over that situation with them two. But I don't know who would win. Like if they was to fight, I don't know who I would think win, because we done seen Nikki in action, but at the same time, Velvet is a stripper. Them strippers be knowing how to fight. So yeah, I don't know who would win between those two. But Cobra, she's upset. She apologizes for Velvet and everything, and she gets emotional because she cares about all of them, and she doesn't have anybody. All she has is them. And Charmaine is like, girl, we love you, Cobra. Like, all that shit that happened with us was in the past. Like, we passed that shit. We not about to sit up here and be like, oh, fuck you because of what your girl did. Like, nah, you're our family. So you good. You straight. You know what I'm saying? So they hug her and everything, and she's feeling better or whatever. So then it's the next day, and they're asking Cobra where did Velvet go, and Dawn is like, I mean, I did see a cab pull off last night or whatever. So Cobra is worried about Velvet and everything. Charmaine wants to have a group dinner for their last night in Cabo, on the beach or whatever. And, Lily, she says that she's not going to be able to be there because she has to go see her sisters and everything. So they understand, and, she FaceTimed them the other day to talk to them and everything. And her sisters are like, 5 and 6 years old. And, next thing you know, Terrence, Danielle's man, shows up. Y'all know how I feel about Terrence, but he was, he was chilling. He was chilling. So, it was all good. And I guess everybody is good with him at this point. But yeah, I was just like. So, anyways, Danielle had went off to go spend some time with Terrence because everybody else got a chance to spend time with their boos, and she didn't she didn't get a chance to spend no time with him since he just got there or whatever. So Kat is feeling some type of way. She feels alone because it's like, bitch, you tricked me into going on this trip, and you gonna leave me, just leave me hanging like that. So Velvet comes back or whatever, and he's over it. He pulls Cobra to the side or whatever and finally tells her what's up. He's like, listen, I don't think she's a good fit for you. She's been very open with me, like, not on no disrespectful type of shit. But if I wanted the puss, I could have had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have had her. You feel what I'm saying? And, and then she was also saying how y'all not together and this, that, and third. Like, I feel like she's just using you. And Cobra, she believes him or whatever, and I'm glad about that because sometimes in situations like these, people be like, oh no, you just jealous, da da. But I'm glad that she believed them, okay, because of the fact that the shit is true. So, Velvet comes up and she's like, "Are you guys talking about me or whatever?" So, she tells Four to give her a minute and everything. And, Cobra is like, "I don't think it's good for you to be here or for us to see each other anymore." Like, Four told me, like, Velvet was trying to play stupid. And she, Cobra, she's like, Four told me everything. Like, you've been using me and this, that, and the third. And, Velvet, she just cold blooded. Okay, like she's sitting up here talking about something. I mean, it is what it is, I'm not tripping. And she leaves. I was just like, well, damn, you ain't got no type of remorse. So fuck it. You don't feel no way about it. Ain't no need to sit up here and fake it. So anyways, later on, Kat and Rachel, they're at the pool alone or whatever. Kat's trying to make like small talk with Rachel or whatever. And, she's about to tell Rachel about everything with her and Ryan. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, everybody decides to come outside and get into the pool. And she's like, really? Like, y'all just really just come out? Like, y'all pick all the times in the world to come outside when I'm about to tell this girl this information. So Lily and Junior, they're inside, and she wants to talk to Junior for a minute because she feels bad about how she treated him the day before when they was, playing that couples game or whatever. And, she apologizes to him or whatever. She just has a lot going on, and she took it out on him. And, her family is making it difficult, to see her sisters and everything. He accepts her apology, and she asked him to be like moral support for her so she could, go see her sisters and everything. And, he agrees to be there for her. So then, later on, Junior and Lily, they're on the way to the airport or whatever to, go see, her sisters and everything. Her aunt calls when she's 20 minutes away to tell Lily, oh, you can't see them or whatever all of a sudden. And y'all know I don't care for Lily, but I really felt bad for her in this situation. I felt like it was fucked up that her aunt would do that. You know what I'm saying? She's saying how her and her aunt haven't seen eye to eye since her dad died, and her aunt is upset that she's been sharing her dad's story about, the cartel and everything, but she's just trying to bring awareness to the situation and, let people know about the type of things that could possibly happen. And it's just so messed up. And I guess maybe because Lily is on, she's on this show or whatever, and, she's telling, this story, it wouldn't be hard for people to figure out, who, her father's, other, kids, or, it wouldn't be hard for them to figure out, who her sisters are or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and where they're located and this, that, and the third. So I guess her telling this story, I guess maybe that's why the aunt is upset about it, because she don't want nothing to happen to them, and Lily just going around, talking about this and everything. But I still feel like it was messed up for her aunt to do that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was really messed up. So, anyways, we're at the dinner. Four, he pulls Nikki to the side, and, he wants her to move in. He say, fuck having a key to my place. I want you to, actually move in with me, or whatever. And she's sitting up here saying, what, like, she had to ruin the fucking moment. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, it's about time, because I was going to get a copy of your key anyway. And Four is like, you're missing the whole point or whatever. And she starts getting loud with him. And he like, why the fuck are you loud or whatever? She's calling him a child, and he throws the towel at her and walks away. He's over. And I probably would have did the same thing, because it's like, bitch, you being mad ungrateful right now. Like, the man then took it a step further and said, fuck you just having the key. I want you to actually move in with me. And you sitting up here like, what? Y'all, this is why my patience be wearing thin with Nikki too, because she be doing too fucking much. It's like, you just had to ruin the fucking moment with the fuck shit and make the shit I mean, really, it wasn't nothing. He telling you good fucking news, and you sitting up here doing all this carrying on for no fucking reason. So Don, he comes over to where Forrest at, and he's like, what happened? Forrest explaining the situation to him and everything. So they're all at the table or whatever. The food comes. Ryan is pissed off because they gave him steak with I think they put the steak on top of the shellfish or whatever, and Ryan is allergic to, shellfish and everything. So I could understand him being upset or whatever, especially because, damn, everybody else got their shit, and now they got to correct my shit or whatever. And Charmaine, she apologizes. She told the chef that, he's allergic to shellfish, and they still put the shit up there anyway. So, it's not like Ryan won't go get no food. They just had to fix it. But like I said, I can understand, everybody else grubbing. You want to be grubbing too, and you got to look at everybody else. But he was just doing above and beyond. Like, he actually walked away. I was just like... Oh my God, I see why they call Ryan a princess and a Nubian queen and all that. Because he just, whatever. So, anyways, he was sitting up here talking about he ain't ate, since the day before, like that morning or whatever. I'm like, well, nigga, that's your motherfucking fault. Why would that be the last time you ate? Like, are you dumb? So, anyways, Kat pulls Rachel to the side, and everybody is like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And she finally gets a chance to tell Rachel everything. Rachel is calm as fuck. And, Ryan comes back and everything. And he's like, what the fuck is this or whatever. And Kat's like, I told her everything. And, Ryan is like, tell the truth, tell the truth. And, he grabs Rachel or whatever and says, we not doing this TV shit. And Kat is telling Ryan, be honest with yourself or whatever. And, I didn't want to do this, but you put me in the situation. Now, Kat, now, I understand the whole thing of, when y'all two was talking or whatever, and you didn't really know, or wasn't really too sure if he was trying to get back with Rachel or this, that, and the third, and he was leading you on. But when you slept with him at the lake house or whatever, you put your own self in the situation at that point, because at that point, you definitely knew they were together. And speaking of that, the other day I had saw a video on YouTube. It was recommended to me, and it was from Ryan's Instagram live, and he did the video a few weeks ago, when not a few weeks ago, but when they had went away for a few weeks during the mid-season finale or whatever. He was talking about how he ain't have sex with Kat and all this other stuff. They just kissed and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, if Ryan wants me, everybody who reviews this show, and just the viewing audience in general, to believe all he did was kiss Kat, he must think we really foolish. He must really think we really foolish to believe that shit. Come on, Ryan. Really be honest here. So, anyways, Charmaine pulls Kat to the side. Danielle comes to be a part of the conversation. And Kat is like, I just had to let it out or whatever. So, next thing you know, Ryan and Rachel, you would think that Rachel would be going off on Ryan. No, she going off on this dude named Rashid, one of the producers or whatever, with Ryan and everything. And, they both saying, who did it, who told her to do that, whatever. And he like, ain't nobody tell nobody to do shit. Rashid saying, ain't nobody tell nobody to do shit. Kat wanted to talk to her or whatever, this, that, and the third. Ryan hits Rashid or whatever. Rachel trying to throw shit at him. And, Charmaine and Danielle and Kat, they come back to the table, and they everybody else telling them they up there going off on production or whatever. And next thing you know, everybody goes back to the house or whatever. And Don is like how he's been down this same road before, and it's best to just be truthful with her. So he's telling him, and Charmaine is telling Ryan, it's best for you to be truthful with her, because you owe her that. You know what I'm saying? And Junior, he's back at the house or whatever. And he's trying to get the 411 from Four. He like, what the hell happened or whatever. And Four is kind of telling him, what happened and everything. Kat is crying and all this other stuff, saying how she knows that her and Ryan's friendship is over with because of all this. And Dawn and Charmaine and Danielle, they console her, and that pretty much was the end of the episode. I feel like Rachel knew. Already about this shit. Her and Ryan talked about this shit, and that's why she went off on production with him versus going off on Ryan. I feel like she knew about the shit. I feel like she knew about it. They ain't want the thing to play out on TV or whatever, this, that, and the third. But everybody, like the whole crew, already knew that some shit, like they knew for sure that some shit, went down with y'all at the damn lake house. You feel what I'm saying? So they kind of already knew that something was going on with y'all. So like, yeah. But yeah, I believe Rachel knew. I believe Rachel knew, and that's why she was upset with the dude Rashid or whatever, and that's why Ryan was upset because yeah, they didn't want this shit to play out on TV. But I mean, like I said, the Cat had already been talking about this shit any goddamn way. So right, yeah, Rachel and Ryan was doing the fucking most, and it just, you gonna hit the motherfucking producer? Like, are you dumb? like, come on now. But anyways, y'all, that was the episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.